Okay, welcome back to the YouTube channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and this is my round 21 NRL tips for this weekend. So, I'll tell you what, it's going to be another big round ahead because there's so many games that can go, I guess, either way, but there's also some personal games that are coming up in this one, I feel like. The best example I can make of that is probably Panthers Tigers yet again. Luai v Penrith 2.0 and Taruva and all that. But, man, the big one on Sunday. Manly vs Bulldogs yet again at Allianz Stadium, the finals week 1 rematch. So I'll be there, obviously. It's going to be taken personal by the Bulldogs, I know that. But yeah, I'm pretty confident we can get up through. But as always, though, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Recently, the sub count's been going off, and I've got to thank the SBW and Paul Gallen vlog for that because, yeah, subs have been rolling crazy since that video. So to those that have recently subscribed to this YouTube channel, thank you very much. It means a lot. But yeah, let's get into it. Big week ahead. All right, first up on Thursday night, it is the Roosters versus the Storm at Allianz Stadium, 7:50 p.m. kickoff. Now, last week we saw the Roosters fall short to the Sharks at Shark Park, losing 31-24, I think. Just Sharks had too much points in the end there for the Roosters side. As for the Storm, well, yeah, it was a huge upset by my boys Manly. Storm weren't easy, but they weren't their best either. Made heaps of errors, and I still can't believe we beat Storm. I can't believe it. So I think Storm will be up for this one though, because Bellamy does not accept 2 straight losses. But we'll see what happens in this game. But looking at both these sides, for the Roosters, Sanders Smith and Sam Walker are the halves pairing for this game. Hugo Zavala is named among the reserves as he looks to return from a wrist injury. Ethan King comes into the centres for Billy Smith, who's out with concussion. Victor Radley is sidelined with a shoulder injury, so Sia Wong comes into the starting side and returns from a knee injury. As for the Storm, Tyrant Wishart will start 5'8", with Cameron Munster being given time off for his father's funeral. That's fair enough. Nelson is out for 2 games, so Kane Bradley and Bronson Garlick are the new faces on the bench for the Storm, and Ryan Pappenhausen is still out for the Storm as well. My tip for this game, it should be quite close, but I'm going to take the Storm here. I just can't see Storm accepting 2 straight losses in a row. If they do lose back-to-back games, well, that's pretty rare. But I think Roosters might be up for it, but I think Storm will be too good. So I'll go Melbourne to win. Let's go Melbourne to win. I'll say 26 points to 18. First try scorer, I'm liking Xavier Coates. Got a hat-trick last week. Anytime, let's go with Robert Toya. And for the Storm, I'll go Eli Katoa. Next up, it's Cowboys versus Dragons at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. The Cowboys, I think their year's done, unfortunately for them. That game against the Dolphins was so season-defining, but unfortunately, after a pretty positive start, they just lost their way a bit with the Dolphins putting on 40 points. So disappointing for Payton and his team, but we'll see how they go this week in Townsville, back at home. As for the Dragons, look, the Dragons, again, they come so close to winning games, but they can't do enough, unfortunately. They nearly knocked off the Dogs, though. They nearly did that, and pretty impressive effort. But, again, just the story of their season, they lost that many games by 4 to 6 points, or even 2. It's crazy how close they've lost to teams this season. But we'll see how they go in this game as well. Looking at both sides for the Cowboys, Murray Talangi is out with hamstring injury, so Braden Burns goes to the wing. Jackson Purdue returns into the centre position. Thomas Duffy comes in at 5'8". Robert Derby has been recalled on the other wing, so Jackson Bullo makes way. John Bateman is back from injury, so Harrison Edwards goes to prop and replaces Thomas McCarthy with a knee injury. As for the Dragons, one change only for the Dragons. Sione Finau pushing Corey Allen out to the wing, and Matt Feagai comes into the centres for his 3rd game of the year. My prediction for this game, again, another 50-50 game. I can't really read these 2 clubs, to be fair. But just because it's in Townsville, I'll back the Cowboys to win. I think Cowboys, at home against the Dragons side you can't really trust. Surely they get over the line this week. So I'll go Cowboys to win in a close game. Nothing much in it. I'll go Cowboys to win maybe 22-20. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Robert Derby. And anytime try scorers, going to go Tom Dearden. And for the Dragons, I'm going to go with Moses Sully for back-to-back weeks. Next up for the main Friday night game, it's the Broncos versus Eels at Suncorp Stadium, 8 p.m. kickoff. The Broncos, they're a team that's really on a roll right now. They had the bye last week, but wow, they're just playing great footy. They are on a 5 or 4 game winning streak. I think it's 5. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. But yeah, Broncos, they are really clicking into some form now, and they're hitting form at the right time. I think a couple more wins for the Broncos, and they're finals bound, I think. As for the Eels, again, I feel like Parramatta are playing better footy. They really are, but they can't win those sort of games where they are in it for a while and they lose their way just, for the back end of the game. They just can't play for 80 minutes. That's the issue, Parramatta. But they're showing effort though. But yeah, it's not enough at the moment. But we'll see how they go on Friday night. Looking at both these sides, Payne Haas is back for Broncos after being rested against the Gold Coast Titans the week before. Jesse Arthurs plays his first game since round 17. Corey Jensen is also back on deck and joins Kobe Hetherington, Billy Walters, and Jack Gozieski on the bench as well. For the Eels, Mitchell Moses is back for Parramatta. It's a big in for Para, having Moses back. After 4 games out with a calf injury, Dean Hawkins moves to 5'8", and Joash Papali'i sides to fullback to replace Isaiah Iongi. Will Pinasini returns from suspension in the centres and replaces Bailey Simonson. Luca Moretti has been added to the bench, and Dylan Brown is part of the extended squad. All right. My prediction for this game, I will go Broncos to win. I think Brisbane will be too good at home. Yeah, look, Broncos have too much quality on paper for the Eels, I think. So I'll go Broncos 13+. I'll say Broncos to win 32 points to 16. First try scorer, let's go with the returning Jesse Arthurs. And anytime try scorer, I'm going to go with Reece Walsh for a try. And for Parramatta, let's go Zach Lomax. 3 p.m. Saturday kicks off with the Warriors versus Titans at Go Media Stadium. They're in Auckland. The Warriors, I don't know how they won, and I'll be honest, I did not watch the game at all. I didn't watch the game at all. I was at the AFL in Melbourne watching Collingwood Magpies versus Fremantle Dockers while I was in Melbourne for the week. But yeah, I didn't watch the Warriors and Knights game at all, but I saw the highlight of Leka Halassim's incredible try right on the bell. I just can't believe Leka scored that. Literally, Tanner Boy going for a field goal, 2-point field goal, it may have been. Got charged down by Knights, and then Leka picks it up on the 80th minute and scores. It's just unbelievable how Leka does that. He's a freak. Could be Rookie of the Year, and if he is Rookie of the Year, it's well deserved. But yeah, look at Titans. Lost to the Tigers by 1 point. The Titans are looking like the favourites for the spoon right now. Look at both these sides. For the Warriors, Chance Nickel Cookstar returns from an injury and goes to fullback with Taine Tuapiki moving to 18th man, and that's the only change to the Warriors team for this game. For the Titans, just one change to Des Hasler's starting side, with Tino Fa'asuamaleaui knee replaced by Cleese Haas, a new look bench with Josh Paxton, Jacob Alec, and Isaac Fa'asuamaleaui, all making up that new bench. David Fafita has re-aggravated his ankle injury, and Olefania Khan Pereira has been overlooked for this game. My prediction for this one, I can see a world where the Titans turn up, but I'll go Warriors to win at home. They should be too good. They have too much quality and they should get the job done at home. So I'll back the Wars to win. Let's go Warriors, 28 points to 12. First try scorer, I'm liking Adam Pompey. And anytime, let's go with Dallin, Martinez Lesniak, and for the Titans, Jojo Fafita. At 5:30 p.m, it's the Panthers versus West Tigers yet again at CommBank Stadium. I would have thought that maybe they would have had a game at Campbelltown or Leichhardt, but I guess it's CommBank back-to-back games for these two sides. This game's obviously Penrith's home game, but he could have had Tigers and Panthers the first time at Campbelltown or something, but I don't know. I just think they shouldn't play these two sides at the same venue yet again. That's my honest opinion. But anyway, Penrith on a roll right now. They're playing great footy. They demolished the Rabbitohs pretty much. Wasn't a big smashing, but they won pretty convincingly. Let's be real. And Penrith, they're back in form, I think. As for the Tigers, very gutsy win over the Titans. Wasn't their best game, but they got the job done. And relief for Tigers fans considering they haven't seen much wins recently, and that's their most amount of wins they've had for a season since 2021, I think. So yeah, congratulations, West Tigers. Look at both these sides. Nathan Cleary and Isaiah Yeo are back from Origin rest. Liam Martin wrist has been listed among the reserves. Brian Toto has been named to play despite ongoing knee and hamstring concerns. Isaac Tungo's return from suspension pushes Port Alamonte to 18th man, and Brad Schneider slides to the bench and Jack Cole makes way. West Tigers now. Isaac Thompson and former Rabbitoh will play his first game for the Tigers for this year. Charlie Staines is the man to make way, and Api Koroisau is named to start after coming off the bench last week. Right, my prediction for this one. I want to tip the Tigers so badly because I believe there's a game where Tigers will cause an upset against one of these sort of sides, but I can't see it right now. I think Penrith have too much quality, so I'll go Penrith to win. I'll go Penrith in a closer one like last time. I'll say Penrith to win 22 points to 18. First try scorer, I'll go Casey McLean anytime. Let's go Isaiah Papali'i. And for the West Tigers, I'm going to back in Jarrell Skelton for a try. And last game for Saturday, it's the Rabbitohs versus Sharks at Gosford, and the new stadium name's actually Polytech Stadium, so obviously a new sponsor for the stadium in Central Coast. But Rabbitohs saying the Sharks. South Sydney, their season's obviously done. Disappointing for Souths. Too many injuries, and you can't really win many games with the amount of injuries you do get. And Souths have got a really bad injury curse right now, so it was always hard for them to keep continuing with all those players out. Humphries is now hurt, and Keon's out for the year. So is Latrell. I mean, it's unfortunate for South Sydney. So it's tough. I feel for their fans. As for the Sharks, wasn't the greatest win, but they got the job done over the Roosters last week. So obviously, they played way too good for them, and we'll see if Sharks back up that performance from last week. Look at both these sides. For the Rabbitohs, Jai Gray returns from a thumb injury at fullback, which means Alex Johnson reverts to the wing. Isaiah Tass moves to the centres. Ewan Aiken back to the back row, and Little Stodd will start a halfback for the Rabbitohs in this game with Humphries out. With the loss of Keon Kalamatangi and Peter Mamazella's concussion, Sean Kepi goes to the starting side, and on debut, Ashton Ward and Ryan Gray join the bench for the Rabbitohs. As for the Sharks, Jesse Ramian returns after missing the Roosters game with a hamstring injury, but Brendan Nakora will also miss the match with concussion protocols. Billy Burns goes into the starting back row position, and Daniel Atkinson joins the bench. My prediction for this game, I think Sharks will be too good for South Sydney. More fit players, and I think Sharks in better form. So I'll go Cronulla to win. Let's go Sharks to win 36 points to 20. First try, I'll go Tyra Munro, actually. Anytime try scorers, let's go for South Sydney, Alex Johnston. And for the Sharks, I'll go Steve Talakai. On to Sunday afternoon, it's the first game of two, Raiders versus Knights at GIO Stadium in Canberra, 2 p.m. kickoff. The Raiders, I'll tell you what, this team is on fire, and if I don't win the minor premiership, I'll be shocked at this point, because I currently believe they're the best and favourite team for that number one spot. They deserve it, they really do, unless they lose a couple of games from now. Canberra have been the most informed team this season. I think Dogs and Melbourne have been as well, but Canberra have been very good, and they are a real threat for this comp this season after beating, they beat Para, but it was a very good win towards the end of the game. Early on, they'll test it out, but Canberra's grit and heart just, you know, stands out every game. So, well done to Canberra. As for Newcastle, man, the heartbreak that their fans would have suffered last week was just, awful for them. To lose that game, on the 80th minute especially, must have hurt so much when you would have thought that 1 point field goal was enough to seal it with like that many minutes or seconds left on the clock, because it was practically full time when Tanner Boyd went for that field goal. But yeah, wow, Knights, man, their season's done as well, I believe. But look at both these sides. For the Raiders, Seb Chris is out with concussions, so that sees Simi Sasagi move to the starting side at centre, and Noah Martin joins the team as well off the bench. For the Knights, one change only, with Jack Hetherington recalled on the bench after 4 games in reserve grade, with Thomas Cam moving to the 18th man role, and Brodie Jones is named among the reserves and could be a late inclusion after missing the Warriors game due to illness. My tip for this game, pretty obvious. I think Canberra win and win well in Canberra. I'll go Canberra's win. Let's go 44 points to 10, honestly. And first try scorer, I'm going to go with Xavier Savage. Anytime, let's go Hudson Young. And for Newcastle, if they score, I'll go Bradman Best. All right, here we go. Bulldogs versus Manly yet again. And yeah, this one will be fiery. This one will be played very personally and will be full of emotion, I reckon, after what happened last year. I'm sure Dogs fans remember very well what happened last year in Finals Week 1 when Manly ended their finals hopes and ended their fourth fury. So, because at the time, Bulldogs fans thought that they would be unstoppable at that point, but we party rocked them pretty much. But look, in all seriousness, Dogs will be up for this one. They'll take this game personally, I think. So hopefully Manly are as well, and I'm pretty confident we will be after seeing our attitude against the Storm. It screams to me that we're definitely showing some heart now, I hope. But we'll see how we go against another big team like Bulldogs this season. Should be a good game. Bulldogs beat the Dragons on the buzzer thanks to a Jethro try right on full time. And as for Manly, incredible win over the Storm. So this makes it be an epic contest. Look at the Bulldogs. Bronson Jerry is back from a groin injury, so Nari Tawala goes to the wing, and young Jethro Rinakama makes way. Sam Hughes returns to the starting side at prop. Josh Curran goes to the bench and to replace Tatito Manua, who's out with a hamstring. And for Manly, Ola Kawada is back. Yes, Go Hamoli. He's back in the starting back row with Corey Waddell going to the bench and Tommy Talau dropping to 18th man. And Jake Simkin has been named to play so far despite failing a concussion last week against the Storm. But I think, we'll see if he can still play, because I think Manly have challenged the ruling of concussion to the NRL. So we'll see if he gets cleared, and I hope he does. My tip for this game, bring it on seriously at Allianz. It's the 30-year grand final anniversary at Allianz. That's why it's been played there. So it makes sense. But back in Manly yet again, I think we can do it. We can definitely win yet another over the Bulldogs this Sunday. So I'll go Manly to win. I'll go close game like last time. I'll go Manly to win. I'm going to say 24 points to... 24 points to 18. First try scorer, let me go with Jason Saab in his 100th game. And anytime try scorers for the Bulldogs, I'll go Jacob Preston for a try. And for Manly, I'm going with Ruben Garrick for a try. But that right there was my round 21 NRL tips for 2025. Thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and enjoy your week. Go Manly.